In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Bradley Stone, possession of controlled substances, 2 counts, or actually 4 counts of various varieties. Suspended license. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, let's see if anything needs to be done.
Nothing to do on this today. We have
Okay.
a reappearance, I believe, on May 20th.
Yeah, Your Honor, this is a situation where Mr. Robb is going to attempt to get copies of some prescriptions that the defendant had for some of the medications that are at
Okay.
issue in the case, and that
Yeah.
will go a ways toward resolving the matter.
Certainly would, yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Adriel Moran, 16-41, battery, endangering the welfare of a minor, an offense committed in the presence of a child, felon with a firearm. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see what we're here for today.
This is scheduled for pretrial. The only outstanding motion I'm aware of is the state's motion for discovery. Mr. Hancock has put me on notice of their defense. I don't know if they have any witnesses they anticipate calling in addition to any the state would call, but that's where we are right now.
Change the defense, self-defense, defense of others, and choice of evils will be the defense's judge. We do need the criminal history of the alleged victim.
Okay, I'll make that available, Your Honor. If there are any other civilian witnesses in the case, I'll make those available too.
Well, sounds like it's going as scheduled.
Yes, sir.
Going as scheduled.
Okay, we'll stay in contact with your lawyers. Thank you. State versus Donald Anderson, 16-49, possession of methamphetamine, driving left of center, failure to obey a stop sign. Morning. Let's see. Are there any pretrial matters we need to take up?
No, Judge.
Judge, state's
Okay.
filed its motion for discovery. I believe we provided all discovery that needs to be had.
We have a packet to give to Mr. Bradford with respect to some drug screens and so forth.
Okay. We'll just stay in contact with your lawyers, sir. All right. State versus Jacob Street, 16-53. Possession with purpose to deliver controlled substances, unlawful use of communication device, paraphernalia. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your name, Judge?
Jacob Street.
Is the state aware of any pretrial matters we need to take up?
No, Your Honor, there is one issue I'm looking into regarding how the information was charged.
Okay.
There's a habitual offender status alleged, and I'm not seeing why that was done. I'm checking with Mr. Carter since he charged the case to find out exactly what criminal history, if any, Mr. Street has, and then I'll be prepared to make a plea offer. We do have the lab report, and I'll provide that to the defense as well.
Okay. Anything, Mr. Hancock?
No, Judge.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go. State versus Dylan Speckman, distributing, possessing, or viewing matters depicting sexually explicit conduct involving a child, unlawful dissemination of pornography, and another misdemeanor.
Your Honor, I've made Mr. Carter and Mr. Hancock aware of the fact that I am close friends with the alleged victim's family and feel that it would be a conflict for me to prosecute this case.
Okay.
I don't know what Mr. Hancock's position is on transferring this to Division 4 so that Mr. Carter could be the prosecutor on it, but that would be my proposal.
Well,
That's fine, Judge.
very well. Let's see, the rest probably was in January, so time shouldn't be a big issue, but we'll transfer it if they'll accept it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
When does he need to come back next week?
Yeah, that'd be good.
May 13th,
May 13th, yes.
8:30.
8:30. Christopher Anderson, failure to register, 16-59.
Your Honor, we're here for a pretrial in this matter. There was no issues to take up for pretrial. We have a plea deadline. Let's see, the exact date on that is July 1, Your Honor. We'll be back in court on that day.
Very good.
I don't believe anything else will arise on this, and possibly we'll be able to resolve that case that day.
Very good. Ready to go, sir.
May be excused.
Yes. State versus Kristen Jones, forgery, criminal attempt to commit theft, 1689. Possession of controlled substances, 16122.
Yeah, they know. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like one drew Division 3 and one drew Division 4.
Okay.
The oldest case is in Division 3.
I think the other one's set for Raymond, is that correct?
It is.
Pat, ma'am, I've appointed public defender to represent you in 16122. Looks like possession of methamphetamine or cocaine with purpose to deliver and drug paraphernalia. Are you entering a plea of not guilty to that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm providing a copy of our file in 16-89 of Mr. Hancock.
Judge, if we could consolidate both cases to this division, that would be
Okay, very well.
probably judicially economic is the term I guess they use.
Okay, and 16-89. We'll enter a plea of not guilty in that case if one has not already been entered. And there's a scheduling order in that case. Looks like your next appearance is a pretrial on July 22nd, 9:30. We'll consolidate the cases if agreeable to Judge Webb.
Thank you.
State versus Justin Bird. Aggravated assault upon a certified law enforcement officer, terroristic threatening, and public intoxication. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Let's see. You appeared before Judge Webb and entered a plea of not guilty, right?
Yes, sir.
And well, it looks like this public defender was appointed to represent you.
And we have provided a copy of our file.
Okay, we've scheduled your case out. Your next appearance is July 22nd at 9:30. And if you haven't met with the public defender or they're visited their office, you need to make an appointment to do so.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
They'll give me a sheet of paper with my
I bet
court date.
that lady right there would.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
When you practice your home fire drill, make sure you stay low under the smoke. Make sure you practice home fire drills with your family.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Really, all of my life, I've had really terrible teeth. I knew that eventually I was going to have dentures. I asked around and found out that Dr. Wanda McCaskey was just an amazing person. When she said that she can help me and told me the process of how everything works, I was thrilled. Dr. Wanda McCaskey is an amazing lady. She's so much fun to be around. It was just a pleasant experience all the way around.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Booth. You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it. That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present, ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party, and we take it seriously.
Hi. I need something that can keep up with all my adventures.
Well, the RAV4 has available sport tune suspension.
I like the sound of that.
And great handling, so it can do just about anything.
Thanks, Jan. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
I know.
Do you?
Yep.
During Toyota time, get $750 customer cash. Or qualified lessees can lease the adventurous 2016 RAV4 LE for only $199 a month.
Here are your keys.
Thanks.
See you out there.
Sweet.
Toyota, let's go places.
Brewster the Rooster here, thanking all of you for offering up a name for me and enjoying the great deal on crispy, crunchy chicken from the Chicken House in Harrison. And an extra special thank you to Joe Carter for coming up with my name, Brewster the Rooster. I'm telling you, I know the family is proud. Yeah. So come see me at the Chicken House and enjoy a great meal for lunch or dinner or both. The Chicken House, the official home of me, Brewster the Rooster.
There are many ways to prepare for retirement, and how you plan for your retirement years takes solid planning. Community First Bank is here to help. With IRAs, CDs, money market accounts, and many other investment options, Community First Bank could hold the key to unlocking your financial future. Stop by and visit with one of our retirement specialists at one of our convenient locations, and let us help you decide which option is best for you. Community First Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
State versus Johnny Snow, possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia, 16-111. Morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Do you have a lawyer?
No, sir, not this time.
Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
I'm filling out an application now, but I was going to get some, information from them, what I needed to do.
Okay. Do you intend to pursue the application to the Public Defender's Office?
Yes, sir. I'm going ahead and filling it out now.
Okay. Have you got it with you?
I haven't got it filled out yet, sir.
You go ahead and fill it out, and I'll recall your case.
Yes, sir.
State versus Travis Method, battery in the second, 16-123.
Come on, Travis. Your Honor, excuse me, Mr. Method, right over here. We entered a waiver last week, Your Honor. They're set over because it's on your docket.
Okay.
There's already been a scheduling order issued. His next appearance is scheduled on July the 22nd for pretrial. There's still a substantial amount of discovery that's, well, we're going to get some of it today.
May not be everything, but it's a start.
Yeah, we have some coming today, but looking at the size that I was told, there was substantial doctor's reports that may still be forthcoming. But at this point, Your Honor,
I think they're on the disc.
Oh, they're on the disc, all right. We'll just reappear here on the 22nd unless the court needs us to appear earlier.
No, sir.
All right.
Free to go.
Thank you. I'll be in touch with you, okay? All right.
State versus Brandon Lee, theft of leased, rented, or entrusted personal property and criminal mischief, 16-127. Morning.
You?
Pretty good. Sir, do you have a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
Wesley Doss.
So where's Mr. Doss from?
Fayetteville.
Okay. Did he advise you to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll enter that plea of not guilty. When would his next appearance be?
August 12th.
Okay, August 12th, and Mr. Doss needs to enter his appearance.
Okay. Thank you. Do I have a copy of the date?
Yeah, she'll write it down for you. State versus Misty Hendrickson, theft by receiving, other charges, 15-143.
Change of plea, Judge.
Okay.
Pursuant to the plea agreement, the state is moving to null pros the explosive material charge. The co-defendant pled to that, made a full confession, and exonerated this defendant and was sentenced to the Department of Corrections with that charge. And there's also count 2 of the misdemeanor theft by receiving that's being null pros. She'll enter a plea of guilty as charged for the remaining counts.
See, ma'am, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is this your signature on it?
Yes,
sir. And you've signed the terms and conditions, it looks like. Is that right? Do you feel you understand what's in the police statement and the terms and conditions?
Yes, sir, completely.
You understand the amended charges against you and the range of possible penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I can get this correct here. You're pleading guilty to theft by receiving, a Class C felony, 2 counts of theft by receiving, Class D felonies, 4 counts of theft by receiving misdemeanors, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of methamphetamine.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that what you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. By entering these pleas, pleading guilty, you give up your right to have a trial. You also cannot appeal. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering these pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Other than this recommendation, other than that, have you been promised anything?
No, sir.
Have you been pressured or threatened to get you to do this?
No, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you're found guilty of these crimes? Okay. Mr. Bradford, could you help me out with the factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you'll listen
April
to him.
23rd of last year, Ms. Hendrickson was driving a 2013 Dodge Charger, which had been stolen from a Heather Noble. And she also was later found to be in possession of a washer and dryer that had been stolen from a Randall and Jennifer Rawls. And I think Ms. Hendrickson actually pawned those items. And then she was also in possession of a City of Harrison street sign that had been stolen, as well as some personal effects that were in the Dodge Charger. And then June of this year, she was found to be in possession of some scales and Ziploc baggies and some methamphetamine inside her residence that she shared with Craig Hendrickson.
Is this true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time, ma'am, I accept your plea to judge you guilty for theft by receiving a Class C felony, be placed on 6 years probation plus serve 40 days in the county jail. On 2 counts of theft by receiving Class D felonies, you'll be sentenced to 6 years probation plus 40 days to serve in the county jail. On theft by receiving 4 counts of misdemeanors on each, you'll receive 40 days in the county jail. For possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class D felony, you're sentenced to 6 years probation plus 40 days to serve. For possession of methamphetamine, 6 years probation plus 40 days to serve. And this will all run concurrent. You'll receive credit for time served. You'll be on probation.
Need to see probation officer in here for our appointment.
Oh, and Your Honor, if it wasn't
This lady right here.
And I should say,
paperwork.
I didn't, I just happened to think I didn't do the fine, so
Okay. And also on the misdemeanor theft by receiving, we did agree to non-pros 1 count, so she played with 3 counts as
Okay.
opposed to 4.
all right. And of course, there's $200 in cost, DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, $20 booking fee, $14.05 in paper stay. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days, and make your payments to the sheriff's department. State versus Jeffrey Breckenridge, 15-233, fraud or deceit to procure a narcotic drug, theft by receiving. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see, who represents you, sir? Mr. Hancock, okay. He's just getting his file, or attempting to.
I'm not sure how much contact Mr. Hancock has had with Mr. Breckenridge. I believe Mr. Breckenridge has been in a rehab facility in the state of Florida for quite some time. I believe he also has a pending revocation case in Washington County, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Well, is there anything to be done today? I guess that's the question.
And yet, I haven't seen the guy. I think this is his first time to hear.
Should we just call him? Talk about it during the break.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with him in Washington County on that revocation. I need to talk to them. Just have to come back on the 20th.
When did you get out of the rehab facility?
On the 17th, 18th of March. And
Okay.
I just flew in back into Arkansas yesterday.
Okay.
Shouldn't be.
Has it been, got reset to June 22nd, didn't it?
Probably so.
I think it's.
Yeah.
Paper he died for.
No, I mean, I got some stuff to talk to you about, but
You need to go back there.
not for treatment or any procedure. Okay. I've been working in Florida since March 23rd, and been through there. I've been working 5 or 6 days a week and making payments to my fines out down here. And I would be staying up there had it not be that I had to come back for court. So at any time I can return. That's what I'm looking to do, to start working back up there as soon as possible.
Back where?
In Florida. I was living with my dad under supervised supervision and working for a power washing company.
You have a place to stay here a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Judge, if we could get this back on the docket for May the 20th.
In Fayetteville.
That'll give me a chance to speak with the probation officer in Washington County and just make sure we're all on the same page on what we're going to do to resolve these cases.
That'll be fine. Stay in contact with your lawyers. Ready to go.
Thank you.
State versus Johnny Snow, possession of controlled substances, 16-111. What'd you do with it?
I turned it in.
Gave it to her, okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll get it here in a minute.
Okay.
Hey, sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're
Thank you, Your Honor.
appearing for an arraignment. We'll enter a plea of not guilty.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we'll send a scheduling order to your lawyer, so you need to stay in contact with him. And you'll schedule an appointment to visit with him. This lady right here can help you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You bet. State versus Kenneth Larson out of Newton County, 16-25. Kenneth Larson. Or is it Laxon? I'm not sure what it is.
Should be Laxon, Your Honor.
Laxon, like L-A-X-S-O-N. Okay, you're appearing for attorney status.
Yes, sir. I turned in an
application. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Oh, Judge Webb signed it. Okay, well, I guess the Public Defender's Office is going to represent you. And Michael Shipley, 16-99, drug paraphernalia, driving a suspended license. Morning. Who represents you?
I filled out
an application. Okay. Maybe the application may be here. Did you turn it in this morning?
No, I turned
Judge,
it in.
we already represent him, Judge.
Oh, okay. Okay, I apologize. All right. This is just for reappearance or anything to be done today?
No, sir, we provided a copy of our file. We are still waiting on the lab results.
Okay, your next appearance is on July 22nd at 9:30. Stay in contact with your lawyer.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
There are many ways to prepare for retirement, and how you plan for your retirement years takes solid planning. Community First Bank is here to help. With IRAs, CDs, money market accounts, and many other investment options, Community First Bank could hold the key to unlocking your financial future. Stop by and visit with one of our retirement specialists at one of our convenient locations, and let us help you decide which option is best for you. Community First Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it. That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present. Ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party. And we take it seriously.
Our first kid, it's time for a new car.
A new safe car.
Exactly.
Well, the Camry's really safe. 10 airbags. You could even get one with a blind spot monitor.
I don't know if we need all that.
It's good to have safe things.
Maybe we should get it.
Yeah, you never know.
During Toyota time, get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2016 Camry.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Fly higher. Go further. Do more. Take it to the next level with Polaris. Whether you're chasing unforgettable memories, manhandling a mountain of work, or pushing the limits of work and play, we've got the perfect machine built just for you. Now's the time to get rebates up to $2,000 during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Come see us at 824 North Main in Harrison.
Brewster the Rooster here, thanking all of you for offering up a name for me and enjoying the great deal on crispy, crunchy chicken from the Chicken House in Harrison. And an extra special thank you to Joe Carter for coming up with my name, Brewster the Rooster. I'm telling you, I know the family is proud. So come see me at the Chicken House and enjoy a great meal for lunch or dinner or both. The Chicken House, the official home of me, Brewster the Rooster.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet so that you know everyone is safe.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
That several people complain about after a year it doesn't fit, it doesn't feel right. And it's because your mouth changes. And they offer the final set of dentures. And it's just like your own teeth. I eat corn on the cob, I eat steak, and Wanda and Dave and Tara was my personal person in there. They're awesome people in there.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Michael Badley, 16-67. It's a drug case.
Judge, there's you called it earlier. He appeared after you called the case.
Okay.
There's a motion to suppress pending, and there was some discovery that Mr. Bradford had provided me, and I guess we just need to set it on a pre-trial for that. We need to hear that motion.
When would you like to hear the motion?
I know that 2 weeks from now is pretty booked. Maybe that July date?
That'd be fine.
July 1st?
That'd be fine.
Okay. Your lawyer probably may need to talk with you, so stay in contact with their office. All right, you're free to go.
Would you recall the warrant, Judge?
Yes, warrant withdrawn on Mr. Badley. That is 16-67.
Judge, this is Garrett Angel.
Garrett Angel, come forward, sir. Is Garrett Angel's file down there?
How you doing today, sir?
He's got a felony warrant for probation violation also.
All right. Did we have it up here earlier? Okay, we need to get the file. Just stay with us.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll call you. Yeah. We'll call your name in a few minutes. Heather Madrid.
Correct.
Heather Madrid. 16-25. Theft of property.
Your Honor, this is a change of plea. The state will have a motion. I'm now tendering a $500 money order, which is payment of the fine in full. May I inquire my client, Your Honor?
Yes.
Ms. Madrid, did we have discussions today? And of course, we previously had discussions by telephone. You live out of state, correct? Live in the state of Louisiana, is that right? And today, after I had discussion with the prosecutor and a discussion with you, did I present you with a plea statement?
Yes, sir.
You have to speak up so she can hear.
Yes, sir.
And did I go over it paragraph by paragraph?
Yes, sir.
I read that too, and you read along. Is that correct on the plea statement?
Yes, sir.
Did you answer all these questions? These are your initials on here. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you, after all this, you signed it, and I answered all your questions concerning the plea statement. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And then on the conditions of probation, I went over those with you and asked if you had any questions, and I answered all your questions there. Is that correct?
Yes,
You're
sir.
ready to change your plea. Your Honor, presenting the plea statement. Fine.
Your Honor, Ms. Madrid is 26 years old, has no criminal history. The amount of property that was taken, this was a shoplifting case, and the property was recovered before it even got out of the store. So under those circumstances, the state will move to amend this to a Class A misdemeanor. And the state does acknowledge receipt of a money order in the amount of $500, which will pay the fine in full.
And Your Honor, since this She'll be on a 1-year probation. We'd ask to be unsupervised since she lives out of state. We're tendering the $500.
If she could get the rest of the costs and fees paid, that should not be a problem.
Okay.
I can get that paid by the end of this month.
Okay.
I can finish the payment.
All right.
Ma'am, are you pleading guilty to theft of property?
Yes, sir.
For doing so, you're giving up your right to a trial and you cannot appeal.
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Other than what's in this document, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Have you been threatened or pressured in order to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
This time I'll judge you guilty of theft of property, a misdemeanor. You're sentenced to 1 year's probation. You're fined $500, $200 in cost, a $20 booking fee. Pay what's remaining of what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. Make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County. Have no contact with the victim.
The balance is $220, Your Honor. I explained to her she'd make the monthly payments, but as stated by the prosecutor, she may need to pay that quicker. She said she'll do that by the end of the month. She'll have to meet for an intake over here, and they'll provide. Will you provide her with the address where to mail her payment?
For supervision fee?
No, the $220.
For the remaining.
I know. Well, I'll get her the address, Your
I
Honor.
can look it up.
Okay. Okay.
If you'll just go with this lady right here.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can you have excused to 1 o'clock?
Yes.
She's will be unsupervised. She wasn't.
State versus Julie Anderson, 16-23.
That'd just be a change of plea. There'd be some emotions from the state to.
Okay.
And Dan, I did meet with the judge briefly this morning before he took the bench to explain the situation and why the charges were being amended. This is a case, Your Honor, where the defendant and a Austin Angel basically arranged and played out a staged robbery of the convenience store. Myself, the prosecutor coordinator's office, and I believe the court even has become familiar with some of the cases involving these sort of situations, and since there was no third innocent party in the store at the time the crimes occurred, the state cannot prove intent to commit aggravated robbery. Ms. Anderson did file a report with Sheriff's Office or 911 reporting that an aggravated robbery had occurred. That is the basis for the Class D felony filing a false police report, but the remainder of the case will be a misdemeanor theft of property based on the amount that was taken. So the amended charges are filing a false police report, Class D felony, and theft of property, Class A misdemeanor.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm looking at your police statement here. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign the terms and conditions also?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's in the documents?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand the 2 charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to filing a false report with law enforcement and misdemeanor theft of property? By doing so, you're giving up your right to have a trial, and you also give up your right to an appeal. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily? Other than what's set out in these documents, have you been promised anything in order to get you to change your plea?
Yes.
Okay. And has anyone threatened or pressured you in order to get you to change your plea?
Yes.
Ma'am, are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And was what Mr. Bradford said about the facts correct, about what happened?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time, ma'am, I accept your plea. This will be under 346. I'm going to place you on probation for 3 years on the felony, 1 year on the misdemeanor. They'll run concurrent, which is at the same time. During that time, a report to probation, obey the terms and conditions provided to you. You'll pay $660.15 in restitution, joint and several, with Mr. Angel. You're to pay $200 in cost, $1,000 fine, $250 DNA fee. Did she pay that on a 346?
346, no.
Okay, we'll strike that. That needs to come out of the terms if it's in there. A $20 booking fee. And pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days, and you make your payments out at the Sheriff's Department.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if that DNA fee is in here. Yeah. I'll initial that.
And Your Honor, just so it's clear, the Act 346 is on the felony count only.
Okay, can you doctor this up on what the amount owed, so, or whatever we need to do? See that
Let's see, minus 250, 12, 20. That page. In terms of the plea statement, part of the document.
I just marked it out.
If you did.
They may have a total though. Well, that'll do
That should
it.
take care of it.
Okay, ready to go. You just need to see a probation officer before you leave. That lady right there. Just go with her.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
What else do we need to take up?
That's it. It's all Garrett Angel.
Do I have a, oh, is that Mr. Angel? Garrett, State versus Garrett Angel. 15-226, forgery to second degree, criminal attempt to commit theft.
You got a new case? On Division 4.
Okay. Sure. Let's see what we got here. Your case is before Judge Webb, isn't it?
I guess so, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh, it's been
Now
transferred
I show
over.
he's picked up a new case and it drew Division 4. Do we take both cases from Division 4 or give that first one back?
I know what I'd vote for.
I'll move to transfer the first one back.
Well, that doesn't, well, I don't, I'm just joking. I'll be happy to. He's already entered a plea of not guilty in December. Oh, you were picked up on an alias warrant on this, weren't you?
The third degree was
I turned
March
myself in,
11th,
actually, sir.
Pardon me?
I turned myself in.
Oh, you turned yourself in? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wes, is there a couple of cases pending in Ford? Is that what you're saying? Or?
Well, this case drew 4 and was transferred to Division 3, but now he's picked up a new case and it drew 4.
Was there another case in 3?
No.
No.
Okay, I don't know why it was transferred. It doesn't,
I'm not sure either.
It doesn't matter.
Well, there was a co-defendant in this case, DJ Miller. Could that have factored into the transfer, possibly?
Yeah. But at any rate, I'll schedule him to appear before Judge Webb next Friday at 8:30.
The co-defendant has pled, so his cases are now adjudicated.
Is there anything we need to do? Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Are you in custody right now? Or?
I'm just finding out.
They just arrest him on another charge.
Different charge.
I turned myself in and they told me to come up here to see what you were going to give me. I'm not really sure.
Would the court, if the court would set a bond?
Okay, this had a $5,000 bond. I'll leave it at that.
5,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess he's got another matter to deal with. But if you don't make bond, you'll be before Judge Webb next week from today at 8:30. So,
Okay.
Okay.
at any rate, good luck.
Thanks, sir.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
That several people complain about after a year it doesn't fit, it doesn't feel right. And it's because your mouth changes. And they offer the final set of dentures. And it's just like your own teeth. I eat corn on the cob, I eat steak, and Wanda and Dave and Tara was my personal person in there. They're awesome people in there.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.
I tell you, I enjoy this museum, boy. This boy here brought me down. Him and his mom and his sister had come down. He says, you got to go back to Harrison, Bob, Uncle Bob. And he said, you've got to go back and go through this museum. I said, I didn't even know they had a museum. Oh, yeah. He says, you know where the old Harrison High School was? And I said, yeah, that's where it's at. So he brought me down here one time. I joined up. And like I say, them publications, I got so interested in them, reading them, you know. I enjoyed that Mad Dog issue there about the Mad Dogs. Who would have thought it? That was news, I guess. It's an epidemic, I know. But I enjoy this museum. Everybody's wanting a family tie a little bit or something, you know. But I tell you, this is, I sat here doing this and looked at them separators over there. And I tell you, I cranked many of them for my Aunt Clara. See, my girls, they never even seen one of these. They never even seen one of these or understand what it was or nothing. And that's why I think something like this is so great. My wife, she says, well, I said, you ought to go down with Jim and I and look at the museum. She says, I've been to museums with you before. She says, you're in it all day because you got to read every little note. I said, well, I do. It's interesting too.
Hi, I'm looking for my first Toyota.
The Corolla is a great choice. It's super reliable, so it'll be with you for a lot of firsts.
Wow, I'm really going places.
In a Corolla, right?
During Toyota time, get $1,500 customer cash. Or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a stylish new 2016 Corolla.
First things first, your keys.
Toyota, let's go places.
As a young person, I was interested in local history, and the resources were pretty meager compared to what we have today. The library had a collection, but the collection was very small. In 1969, I was asked to write or to collect and gather a book that was called Mountain Heritage. Much of it was written by other people, and I served more as an editor for that. And then the bicentennial of the United States came in 1975 and 76, and one of our projects was to gather photographs, historic photographs, and to have a photographer employed to copy those and put them in the Boone County Library. That also stimulated interest in local people in their heritage. Some other activities included the design and building of the gazebo in the Court Park, and a lot of credit for that was due to Joe Miller and to John David Underwood for designing it from a photograph of the old one that had been there before. Then we had a speakers bureau, and I and others went around making speeches about history, American history, Boone County history, and what have you. And these things began to make the public aware of the need for an active historical society. So they met at the college, and numerous people attended and decided to have a new Boone County Historical and Genealogical Society incorporated. After a while, people would begin to bring things, and some of those would be brought to me, and I had a file and I had some storeroom in the back of my law office, which probably was sort of the beginning, but we really didn't have very much then. But we got a room in the basement of the old Federal Building, and pretty soon people began to bring things, and we didn't have a place really to display them. An opportunity came for this building to be made available for a lease, and some people were able to get that worked out. I remember Garvin Fitton being one of the leaders in that. So the property was made available, and then a lot of people came in here and worked and cleaned and painted and did the things that were needed to make a museum out of a vacant building. And as people in the community learned that we had a museum, we began to get a lot of things that were needed. So much depends on technology. You never really know what tomorrow holds in that regard. Microfilm was important back a long time ago, still is, but now they're busy scanning the documents in, and then, as I say, you can do a word search. You can search through years of maybe newspapers or records if they've been digitized in that way, and find articles about the things you're interested in. I can't speak for all those people that did a lot of the work that caused this to happen, but I think the idea was that we needed to have a good, safe place that these items of interest and significance could be kept, and that people from that are interested could come, young people could come and learn about their own heritage and their own community, and that this could be passed on and preserved, and it would be a place that could be made a repository for things to come in the futures.
You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it. That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present. Ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party, and we take it seriously.
This society has grown because we had very interested people to begin with. Judge Roger Logan was the first president. We would have Judge McCorkindale later. And when I first became involved, Fred Hudson was the president that year. We've been fortunate that we have had people as leaders, board members, presidents, and directors of this museum that have been dedicated people and have had this passionate, burning, driving desire to make it work. Those people are out there today. They just haven't been asked to come in and do it. We need those people. And I'm always happy when I walk in here and I see younger people working as tour guides of this museum. I became active in the museum when I joined the society, probably in 1989, maybe as late as 1990. And I knew at that time that I had done the right thing, because this is something that really was of great interest to me, because I've always been interested in museums. I've been interested in history. The other reason would be that I've had a lifelong interest in museums. In fact, as a kid, probably 10 years old or so, we had a country store in one room of our house. And in that store, we had a showcase. How we came to have that showcase, I'm not sure. It probably was a 6x2 or 3, maybe even 8. We filled that thing with Indian artifacts that we had picked up on Osage Creek. And the three of we brothers, we all had our Indian arrowhead collection at that time in that showcase. And local people knew that we had an Indian relic collection. So at that early age, we were sort of proprietors of a museum. I like that. I would hope that younger people especially come by and take a look and be inspired by what's here, realizing that they are history too. They just haven't lived long enough to look back on it, but they're making history too.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.